Good morning, everybody. Cliff here with Anniston Transportation. I'm going to give you guys a little preview of what we're doing today. So I am headed up to Fort Indiantown Gap, which is about 25 miles worth of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We are picking up a piece of military equipment, and I don't know if they're going to let me record it all while we're on base. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up and just let you know, probably not going to be able to record anything. I have to show it to you guys afterward, but it's going to be pretty sweet. So anybody that's been following my channel for a while, my first video was picking up another one of these. I'm about 15 minutes away, so we'll get up here, I'll get checked in, I'll ask to see if they'll let me record loading it up and everything. Fort Indiantown Gap is a little more relaxed. There's no gate you have to go through. When you pick up down at Letterkenny and Chambersburg, they do a lot of ammunition and weapon systems and stuff down there, so they're a little more rigid on pictures and all that kind of thing. So maybe up here they'll let me record. I don't know. If they don't, I'll stop soon after I pick it up and we'll give you guys a walk around and what we're getting and everything. So stay tuned. So I came on the base and I went to the address that was on my BOL. Silly me, I know, but it's not the right spot. So I called, I looked at my BOL and there is a POC on there, a point of contact. So I called him and he's coming over to meet me here, and then he's going to take me over to where they're going to load me.
must be an old one, huh?
Yeah. It's a piece of junk. Don't talk to her like that. You just said you needed these things. I do.
So I guess they refurb them down there in Anniston. Probably repower them.
Yeah, they gotta make this
Sounds
thing
like
nice
old,
and pretty.
old Detroit in that.
Send it back.
Alright, so as you guys see, they're letting me record here. So we got her loaded up. Now we have to find a way to chain it down. So it looks like we got some big spots there. Looks like some there as well. So maybe I'll get a shackle in there and go down to the side. And maybe I will get some long chains and I'll put a couple across on those big pieces there. And then let's see about the back. Okay, so the back we got these and those. So I think the last one I did, we had to go these for both sets of chains, which is probably what I'll do again. So this is an old girl. It sounds like it has an old Detroit in it, which is cool. So let's get her chained down. Alright, so there's the front done. Of course I didn't get my chains and stuff out. The people here, they just came running out and she was in it and just ran it up on there, so I didn't even think about getting stuff out before she put it up on. So we got the front done. Now we gotta get the back. So I think we will go probably cross from this D-ring over to that eye. Same thing on the other side, and then we'll run one down to here on the side, and that should be good. So let's get that done. Alright guys, we got her tied down. Of course, I didn't get my chains out, so I had to crawl under the trailer to get them. But we got 4 on the front and 4 on the back. So more than enough securement for this, which we're thinking this thing weighs about 57,000 pounds. Almost 58. Well, that's what we're permitting for. So our permit's going to be for about 104,000 pounds. So it's a little bit of overkill, but that keeps us good. No tickets. So now I just got to get all this other crap cleaned up. Got to get flags on it and banners, and then we will be ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, we got this thing all loaded up. We're about ready to go. I'm so glad they let me record in here, and you got to see it loaded, got to hear that thing run. I'm pretty sure that thing has an old 2-stroke Detroit diesel in it, which is cool. So yeah, we will head out and make our way down to Anniston, Alabama. So enjoy the ride. Before I head out with this Howitzer, I'd like to take a minute to nerd out. The M109A6 Paladin is a 155mm self-propelled howitzer. Has a crew of 4. The system was first debuted in the Vietnam War. System capabilities include tactical nuclear projectiles, guided projectiles, rocket-assisted projectiles, scatterable mines, and cluster munitions. Powered by an 8V71T rated at 390 horsepower. It uses a 155mm M284 cannon and is also armed with a 50 caliber machine gun. The system's max range is 15 miles or up to 19 miles with assisted rounds. Hey guys, just made it to the state line here at Tennessee. It has been a wet, rainy day. I've been in rain since I first got into Virginia this morning. So we have made it all the way through Virginia. It is actually not raining now. So I'm gonna try to get you guys back on the Howitzer back there. Find a cool spot for you to see. We are gonna head to just the other side of Knoxville. It's about 124 miles, couple hours left, and we're getting a hotel there, and then we will finish up our journey in the morning, get down to Anniston Army Depot, and get this Howitzer delivered. Alright guys, it is about 8:30. We have made it all the way down here just to the west of Knoxville. So it was a long day. I did about 620 miles today. We still have, I think it's about 230 or 240 to do in the morning. So sunrise is at 6:20, so we'll get up, we'll hit it as soon as the sun comes up, and should make it down there to Anniston Army Depot by about 10 o'clock or so, 10:30, and get this thing delivered. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is about 6:15. We got about 5 minutes till we can roll out. I got my pre-trip done, all my lights going, so we're ready to go. Make it down to Anniston probably around 10 o'clock. I do have to make a stop for fuel, but then we'll get this thing delivered.
Here?
I was here in January.
Okay, you got your license?
Yeah.
You a veteran?
Yeah.
Okay, well you already got the star, so it don't really matter.
Okay.
I was gonna get you to give me another form ID if you didn't have your star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and head on down there and get your pass.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Hey, I was just talking about you this morning.
Alright guys, we made it here to Anniston Army Depot. I'm gonna go in and get checked in here, get a pass so I can go on the base. The last time I was here, I had to wait for somebody to come out and get me and escort me in. I'm assuming it'll probably be the same thing. So I will see you guys when we get through the gate and have our pass, and we'll go back to get unloaded. So I asked the gentleman here if I could film him while they unload it, and he said I can't stand outside and do it, you know, stand there with the camera and watching and filming. But he said if I want to film it through my mirror, he said he'd be all right with that. So that's what we'll do. Once they start unloading here, I will I'll point you guys at the mirror and you'll be able to see some of it anyway. So better than nothing. So there you guys go. It is offloaded. They just picked it up and sat it behind the trailer. So now I gotta go get all my stuff cleaned up, and then I'll be headed to the next load. All right guys, that one is done. See, we got an empty trailer. There's a cool I believe that is a tank recovery vehicle. It's pretty cool. It's a heavy load. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes and comments, all the subscriptions. So if you like this content, check out my other videos. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow and get up over 1,000. So that one's done. I'll be on to the next one, and I will see you guys soon.